Hey Planner fam, it's Chloe here, and we are going to move out from my Moterm Luxe 2.0. This is the A5 size rings planner in pebbled dusty rose, and we're going to go into this Moterm Original Luxe, still A5 size, but this is the cream croc. I actually found this planner on a buy sell trade group, so it's new to me, but it's not a new planner. Now, in a previous video, which I will link to below, I've talked about how I'd been struggling with my planner sections in this current setup. So I've decided to scrap what I'm doing. So my original sections were my monthly schedule inserts up front, and then we go into my weekly inbox, tracking, projects and family. Other than weekly, inbox, tracking, projects and family have not really been working for me. So I've decided to switch things up and go with a different system of, and some new deco as well. Isn't that gorgeous? I've just printed my initial onto some vellum and layered it over this. Created both of these in Canva. In fact, I created all of these sections in Canva. So comment below, do you like this? Would you like me to send you a link to the Canva file? I think they were pro assets, so you'll either have to have a pro account or you'll have to purchase the assets, and I don't think assets are particularly expensive on Canva. So yes, so let me know in the comments below. So I've decided to section up my sections into chapters. So I've got 4 chapters, and what I'm deciding to do is, because I know that scheduling has worked really well in here in terms of my monthlies and my weeklies, I'm going to have my chapter 1 as schedule, my chapter 2 is wellness, my chapter 4 is going to be household, sorry, my chapter 3, oh my gosh, it's hot, let me take a sip of water. How cute is this mug? Oh my gosh, I can't even, it's like an iridescent effect. And then I got a little glass straw to pop in there. It's a whole vibe just by itself. Anyway, back to the sections. And then chapter 4 is going to be business. So those are my sections. And then I've just got some little deco that I'm going to layer in there as well. I created these in Photoshop and Illustrator. Don't ask. And they've just got these beautiful aesthetic mood boards with some quotes from a book, and then a quote on the back as well that kind of links to what's going on the front with the mood board. But aren't they gorgeous? Like, if you're interested, I will again pop a link to these below. I'm not sure I'll have them live yet, but anyway, they are stunning. I love those. Anyway, moving on to getting this set up. We have emptied her out. We've just got a few of the deco bits in here, and some of the, not some, we've got the dividers and some of the deco bits in here. But this is empty, and I have filled up this cream croc with how I think I want most of the stuff set up. I just need to add in a few little things in here. There we have it. So up front we've got this gorgeous deco with my initial, and that's just laid over this croco effect. I'm sorry, I just made a really loud clicking noise which probably ruined the sound levels. I apologise. The croco effect dashboard underneath, and I've just printed these onto thick paper. I think this is 120 GSM, which is probably about £32 paper. My first section is chapter 1, and that is my schedule. I put the gorgeous coffee inspired dashboard underneath, and then we just go into my calendars, quarterly insert where I can do future planning, when I just need to sort of see everything at a glance and have things jotted down. Then we come into my monthlies, which, again, helps keep me organised. And the reason that I've got my tabs at the top and not the bottom is in the Moterm there is more space at the top than there is at the bottom. I know it's handy having the tabs at the bottom because it's quicker to get to. But I feel like the thing that I need to get to the most is going to be my this week tab. That's the one that I'm going to be referring to a lot. So I don't mind having that at the bottom so I can quickly get to my weekly plan and review inserts, as well as my weekly inserts. I've got my months down the side to help me quickly get to any sections that I need to do some future planning in. And then my sections for schedule, wellness, household and business are at the top because I won't be continually going to those every 5 seconds. I feel like this is what I'm going to test out. So chapter 2 is, as I said before, my wellness section, where I've got this really just very calming, soft, delicate white colours and a little dreamy quote up there, and a dreamy quote on the back. In this section I've just got my cycles, which is my period tracker, where this is where I do it properly and I track any symptoms, so I can clearly see any fluctuations over the course of the year. But then I also like to have a section on my habit tracker where I can see my period in comparison to my mood over the course of the month. So this is maybe more granular over the course of a month, whereas this is more at I guess a macro level where I can see it over the course of an entire year. And I know some people may say it's a bit redundant to have a period tracker here as well as here, but actually I'm probably not going to keep all of these in my planner throughout the course of a year, like my habit tracker for every single month over a year. And I do want to just quickly see things over the course of a year. So for me, that's what's going to work best. I've got my supplements tracker. Again, that is something that I'm going to want to see over the course of a year. So yes, I could have it on this habit tracker where I do just say, did I take supplements and track it? Yes or no. And I will track that there. But on this insert, I'm actually listing out what supplements I'm taking. So again, I can see that over the course of a year. A few other trackers which I won't go fully into, but this 100 days tracker is what I used to develop my planning habit in the first place. 100 days of using a planner every day, and I got real granular about it as well. I've had an intention for what was the specific habit I intend to build over the next 100 days. Why is this important to me? What's going to drive me to do it every day? Where am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? And who is the person I see myself becoming by doing this every day? And then finally, a daily reward and a big reward. And I also created a vision board of the kind of vibe that I wanted to get into. And I feel like I've achieved that. Okay, I don't have a gorgeous Croco Skin VDS planner, but I have managed to get a Croco Skin. I feel like the vibe that I envisaged here, I have got there, so yay for me. The next one was creative writing, and I didn't do too well on that. The ones where I've got the pink, that's where I didn't track, and then it fell by the wayside come April 3rd. I resigned myself to the fact that I'm not sticking to this habit. I'm not writing every day, but I did start a creative writing course. So although I wasn't writing every day, I was writing at least twice a week because I was doing writing, poetry and Prowse in the class on a Tuesday, and then I had weekly homework as well. So kind of failed on this habit, but I kind of developed a slightly different habit and made it my own by going to a class. It held me accountable. Accountability, unless you've got the resolve of titanium. I don't know. I don't know what the phrase is around that, but unless you've got like Teflon coated resolve, you need an accountability group or partner or something that's going to keep you accountable. And for me, going to a writing course, a creative writing course every week, that made me accountable, having to do the homework and hand it in the following week, actually being in the class and doing the writing. So yeah, anyway, we're not talking about my creative writing course. We're talking about my planner sections and doing a quick flip of those. Third section is my household section. So in here, I'm going to add in a cleaning schedule. I've got my family favourites. I might do the extracurricular for the kids if it gets really hectic again come September. But for now, it's just got family favourites and some notes that I took from the kids' parents' consultations with their teachers. Next, we come into chapter 4, which is my business section. This needs a little bit of work. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I've taken out of here that hasn't really been working for me. Some of it is just inserts that I've already completed and I need to archive these. And some of it is just stuff that's not really worked. So there you go. That's a whole thing. But anyway, did I show you the deco on that one? Chapter 3. I didn't show the deco. Look at this one. So I've got this really pretty mood board of kind of a desert vibe, and it's just kind of dreamy, I think. Again, going for that dreamy, ethereal vibe. And then chapter 4 for my business section. This is a nice green calming vibe. I really love this. And I've got a little quote about ferns up here, which I felt really fitted in to this. And then we just come into my project planning inserts. I've got one spare and one that I filled out for a project that I was working on. And then I've got my 52-week plan. Show you a blank one, which I've been testing out the best way to use this, but yes, hydrate, people, time to hydrate. So that is a very hopefully quick flip through of moving out from my pebbled dusty rose into my cream croc and having a bit of a rejig of the sections. There's still a lot of work that I need to do in here now that I've moved into it in terms of adding my stickers in and all of that kind of stuff. But I think for now, this is a good starting place. I will do another flip once I feel like I'm properly set up and settled into this. But for now, check me out over here, guys. This video is a rationale behind why my sections weren't working, and it will give you a bit of an insight into how to evaluate your current planning section setup if it's not working for you. So I will catch you over here. Until next time, bye for now.